Welcome to Love Matters with Harmony N. Discover what you need to know in order to enjoy your relationships. Hello, I welcome you to Love Matters. My name is Harmony. So today we're going to talk about a very important topic. I believe it is important because it is at the heart and soul of many feelings of unworthiness and depression and insecurity complexes that we have today. Okay, and that topic is nothing else but break up. For some people, break up makes them break down. Now, I'm going to be telling you things you never knew about breakup. Please, if this is your first time, or if it's not your first time and you have not followed me on Facebook and found me to subscribe on YouTube, you might want to do that because I am your love doctor. It's not to be proud, but when you listen to me, you will never remain the same. Your mindset will be shifted and you'll be happy you did. You will live a fulfilling life. You will enjoy your relationships because that is what Love Matters is all about. Discovering the secrets to enjoying your relationships. What are you waiting for? Hit the follow button. Hit the subscribe button. It's free. Okay, let's get started. Break up. Oh my God, break up. You know, break up doesn't really have to break you down. And I would say that it sounds really easy to tell somebody, do you know that just because they broke up with you, don't need to break down, need to be strong. It doesn't work like that. Such motivations does not work like that. What works is tell them things they didn't know about their breakup. That is because there are some roots and causes that, triggers or that makes people, break down after you break up. There is this root. What is the root? What is at the root of breakup that makes people to break down? I'm about to lift you up right now, and I'm about to, go to that root and destroy that root. Let's get into it. Number one thing you need to know about breakup is that they did not use you. I'm very certain, actually, that one of the things that makes us break down, especially the ladies after a breakup, is that we feel used. Okay, we feel that these guys used us, and some guys also feel that the ladies used them. Now, that you may not have spoken that out consciously, but in your unconscious mind, that is what you really feel. You feel used. You may not be very verbal about that. You may not even understand that feeling, but I'm trying to tell you that that feeling is the feeling of being used. Anytime you feel you let somebody use you, that is, if you think about it, is the same feeling that comes when you break up with someone, that makes you break down. Anytime you see yourself breaking down, think of how you feel when it is not a relationship and you let somebody use you and you can't do anything about it. That's the worst. Now let me explain this more deeper. You feel unconsciously, not consciously, so you might not even know that this is how you're feeling. You just feel frustrated, but the thing that is at the root cause of your frustration is that you feel that you have foolishly let someone used you. And not just that they used you, you feel, I'm a fool, I have done it again, I've messed up again. You feel you messed up, by letting someone use you, then not only that, that's not just what causes this frustration. You now feel that there is nothing, or this one is a knowing. You just know that there is nothing you can do about it. Why? Because you can't make them love you. You can't make them come back. And that's what causes that feeling of frustration, which causes a breakdown. It can creep into your sense of worthiness and esteem, and you just become battered and don't have any esteem. You can't even stand tall in face of situations. Again, you feel you are nothing. Well, did I just hit the nail on the head? Yes, that is the feeling. That is number one reason why you feel the used to. But I'm here to tell you something that will cure that feeling or that breakdown that comes from that feeling forever. And that is, baby, boo, whichever one you are, you were not used. I said it. You were not used. And I'm going to tell you why I believe and I know that you were not used. So you need to understand, okay? You need to understand that for a human being to successfully say, I used another human being, it means that the other person that you use, you didn't need or get her or his consent while doing whatever it is you were doing with them. And secondly, they did not enjoy it. Then the third parameters to measure whether you use somebody or you did not use somebody is that they cannot even stop being used. Okay, they have no power of their own to stop being used. Now, that's why we use things. There is nothing like anything that you're using, whatever it is that you're using, number one, they don't have to give you consent. The cloth I'm wearing, the earpiece I'm using now, and I'm dragging it right now, it didn't give me the consent. It does not have the power to give me a consent. And it doesn't matter whether it's enjoying it or not. And it can never, ever say no. So you see, you can't use another human being. I can also remember the times that some women died because they were being malhandled by their husbands. We tell them, you and I tell them that they killed themselves because they let themselves to be in that marriage. They had every opportunity, every right, every space, everything that they needed to leave. Nobody held them there. So they allowed themselves. So you see, they were not used. They did what? They agreed, they consented to whatever it is that they passed through. So remove it from your mind that you were used. My darling, you were not used. Another reason why people think that they get used is because of girl shame, especially for us ladies, the ladies. These men tell you that when they sleep with you, you are the one that needs to go with the shame. Hey, darling. It is two people that slept together. Okay, two people slept together, and I know our body is beautiful and our body should be more closed or whatever, but that doesn't mean that you'll be the one to go with the shame. Okay, that doesn't mean you'll be the one to go with the shame. He slept with you and he didn't sleep with you putting on his clothes, and you did not do the same. It was a privilege for him, if you believe so. But then, except you are the kind of person or kind of woman you paid for everything. If we come to think of it, during that special moment that you were having with that person, or after it or before it, the person would have been the one to, pay for the food that you drank, pay for the hotel if it was a hotel. You didn't really lose anything except you allowed yourself to lose. And if you lose, like I said, it's not like they used you gave it to them. If you leave them, it's because you decided, you had the right once again to say, I don't want to be in such a relationship because you don't like it, meaning you can't be used. If they leave, they left because it's not also favoring them. Nobody used anybody. Nobody, don't believe that. You are what you believe. And guess what? To believe something is a choice. So if you like, don't believe what I'm saying. Believe what they are saying, as if they have evidence. Do they have evidence that you were used? It is you that know if you were used or not, and it is what you say that stands. So believe it. Choose to believe that you were not used. Let's go on to the next one. Another lie, to me, is a lie, and for me is at the root of every breakup, is that we somehow feel or believe once again unconsciously that we may never be able to love someone that much as we love the person that we just broke up with. We somehow believe it unconsciously, or we feel that the way that person made us feel, we may never find someone to make us feel that way again. First of all, the thing you need to know about this very feeling or cause of the breakdown after breakup, this particular cause or root, is that however you felt when you were with that person was never because of that person. It was because of the things that you told yourself about that person. It was because of the things you believed, which may actually be a lie, about that person. For example, you might believe that that person is intelligent. Someone that's intelligent, and you are the kind of person that falls in love with someone who is really, really intelligent, and you believe that that person is intelligent. Well, number one, you are the one that made up that belief. Intelligent is relative, remember. And guess what? That's because he said or did some things that wowed you. I have a good news for you. Someone more intelligent. Did I just say someone? People more intelligent than that person still exist and within your grasp. You may not believe it, but how do I know? It's because he exists. That person exists. Someone with a rare flavor of intelligence which you have never seen. Remember, before you met him, you did not believe you could meet someone like that. In the same way as you are now, you are still going to meet someone you never believed you're going to meet. Another reason I know that is because you too are intelligent for meeting someone intelligent. And guess what? If you were able to spot an intelligent person, darling, you are intelligent. And guess what? You are going to meet someone just as intelligent as they are. And if it is because they are stunning or they dress well, of course you can agree with me, there are a lot of them right now that dress well, just like me. I'm just joking. Okay, fine. But then, these are the lies that go on unconsciously in our minds. That's the truth. It goes on unconsciously in our minds. So you have to really look deep at the root cause of it. And that is what I'm doing it for you. Because if you can cut and get this at the root, that breakdown, that feeling of breakdown, that depression, you'll be over with it. You'll be over with it very soon. So you think you can never get someone that you will fall in love with that way? That's a lie. Before you met him, you were all alone. You were single. Every human being was single before. Or you were with someone. Some of you had even fallen in love with like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 persons, and each of them you never believed you could meet someone. There was something special about them. You're going to meet someone else that has something special about them that will wow you. Don't worry, God has a lot to wow you. He's not tired of making things that can wow you. God has really made human beings in this world, or people you've never met. Just believe it. Like I say, choose what you believe. Choose what you believe. Choose what you believe. So choose to believe this, because that is the truth. The other thing that you believe was not the truth. If it's the truth, where did you get it from? What is the evidence that you will never see someone? So that's not the truth. And I have a lot of evidence. I've just told you that you will see someone, you will get to meet someone. You met the first one. It was as if without him, you could not live, or without her, you couldn't live. Then you met the next one, and you say, wow, thank God I saw you. That's the reason why I tell you, you're still going to meet the third one, or the fourth one, or the fifth one, according to the that you are at right now. Let's move on to the next one, which is those beliefs, those little lies that are at the root or the causes of breakdown after breakup. And that is, somehow you may not have thought about it or spoken it loud or believed it consciously, but unconsciously you feel that you are faulty. Yes, if you were not faulty, why would someone look at something that is not faulty and yet leave? So, whenever they leave, they make you feel there must be something wrong with me. And so, to validate that there's nothing wrong with you, you want to ask them, why are you leaving? Why are you doing this to me? I have good news for you, and I have a very serious truth to tell you. Most of the times, people don't leave because you are faulty. They leave because they are faulty. They can't measure up to the thing that you are bringing to them, to the challenge you're posing to them. You came to them already for business, and they are not ready. They are not confident enough for your confidence. Your confidence is just too much for them. They have not built up themselves enough for you. Some men will say, it is money, I didn't have money. Excuse you. You don't have to have too much money to be confident. Confidence does not take money. Confidence takes knowledge. You know who you are. All the rich people you know today were once without money. But guess what? They kept learning. They kept becoming a better version of themselves. If you know this, you will know peace. No matter who it is that you have in your life. Sometimes, especially the men, they feel you're just too beautiful. You can't stay with a poor person because they define their worth but by how much money they have. That's not true. That's not what makes a man worthy. Somebody can have so many millions and worthless. I mean worthless. I'm telling you, worthless to you, because they aren't faithful, they aren't honest. So what substance are they bringing to the table? Money. Anybody can make money. Even an armed robber makes money. So guess what? It's not the money. It's not the money. is your substance. And can we begin to tell human beings that they are more important and more valuable than money? But you got to find that value inside of you. Is embedded in you. Anybody that God created is embedded in you. Don't forget, it is men that made money. Money did not make men. That means men are more in value and importance than money. So, if you are thinking that because they left you, you are not worthy, that wasn't true. They weren't ready for you. And if you know maybe there is something about you that you've not gotten, man, ask yourself again, is this the reason why someone should leave another person? Is it because you've not gotten money? No, them too have not gotten money. If they have, they shouldn't be complaining about your own money. That's the truth. So, they didn't leave because you are faulty. There was nothing, absolutely nothing wrong with you. If not, some of these S's will not be coming back. It is the same you, so why are they coming back? They lack the ability to believe in you and their relationship, or to have the kind of mindset you have. You must not be compatible with everyone. I don't know how to say it. Stop believing that you are faulty. In fact, if there's something you have not even known, you are not faulty. It's just that you still need to develop yourself. And every person, no matter how wealthy, how wise they are, still have something to learn. So, in the side, or when we talk about faulty, everyone is even faulty. You just need confidence, or they did not have the confidence to stay with you. They couldn't handle not making you happy because you decided not to take less than you deserve, and instead of them to rise up to the plate, they decided that it's you. They needed someone lower. Men, especially men, they usually run from something they feel is too high for them. Well, don't feel too bad as a woman. Don't feel too bad as a man when they leave. Know who you are yet. And if you're working on yourself, you better be confident. And guess what? People that are not confident enough, you can't help them. Because the more you try to believe in them, the more they bring down themselves. You can't help a man that does not believe in themselves. This is where I'll be drawing the curtain for today. I hope that your feeling of depression has been lifted. I hope that thing you're breaking down for, you've seen how useless it is for you to break down for it. Guess what? You will find another person. Guess what? You were not used. Guess what? Your worth is still intact. You are not faulty. Get up from where you are. You are what you believe that you are. If you have listened to this and it helped you, subscribe on YouTube and follow me on Facebook. Let's do this. We have more in store for you. Thank you for listening. Till next time, I remain Harmony A. Bring in your questions. I want to see you talk about how this has helped you in the comment section. I love you. Thank you.